no time to rest. Jimin Live Gas World Tour. Jimin's return to the stage has been a big surprise that shook the hearts of the ARMY around the world. But even more surprising was the big decision he made shortly after his special appearance at BTS Festa 2025. When people think Jimin will take a break, enjoy the moment, and slowly readapt to his life as an idol, Jimin actually did something completely unexpected. He decided to immediately start his solo world tour. The decision was not an ordinary one. Everyone close to him, including other BTS members and big hit staff, they were surprised and anxious. Jungkook, who had always been his closest figure, even looked at Jimin with wide eyes and asked, "Are you sure?" "It's too soon, Jiminy." But Jimin just smiled, a smile that contained an undeniable determination. He patted Jungkook on the shoulder and said in a soft but sure voice, "I've waited too long. I can't wait to meet them again. I've been hiding for too long. I want to go right now." The decision turned out to have been planned secretly since his service. In the silence of the military barracks, Jimin compiled a list of cities he wanted to visit. He wrote down the names of the venues, imagining what it would be like to sing his songs again in front of thousands of waiting soldiers. During this time, he never really stopped dreaming. He just put it off, pressed it down deeply, until such time as he could chase it back. As soon as BTS Festa ended, Jimin immediately met with his management team. He brought personal proposals containing tour concepts, song lists, and even stage design ideas that he drew himself. Everyone who saw his sincerity could say nothing but support him wholeheartedly. The world tour he named the Awakening Tour, a name that reflects his journey from adversity to awakening. Jimin's world tour announcement exploded like a bomb on social media. ARMY around the world crying happy and panic in the same time. Many did not expect that Jimin would immediately start touring so quickly, especially with such a busy schedule. Within 2 months of the announcement, Jimin had already prepared everything. He refused vacations, refused long breaks, and even shortened his rest time for the sake of intensive training. Jimin didn't want to appear half-hearted. He wants to prove that he still deserves to stand on the biggest stage. He spent hours in the studio, dancing until sweat flooded the floor, singing until his vocal cords were tired. He even got sick from fatigue, but he forced himself to get up faster. The ARMY has waited too long. I can't let them wait any longer, so he said to his team who asked him to rest. Behind his seemingly rash decision, there was such a deep reason. In a training session secretly recorded by one of the staff, Jimin revealed that during his military days, he thought he might never return. The fear was so strong that when he finally left the service, he did not want to lose any more time. Every second for him was an opportunity to show ARMY that he was never really gone. Jimin's world tour kicked off in Seoul, greeted by a sea of purple that filled the stadium. He stood on the stage with tears almost falling, staring at the sea of ARMY who shouted his name lovingly. He opened the concert with a song he had composed during his military days, a song that had never been released and was only sung specifically for this tour. The song serves as an introduction to the story of her true journey about fear, struggle, and ultimately freedom. After Seoul, Jimin continued to travel to Tokyo, Bangkok, Jakarta, Paris, London, New York, and Los Angeles. In every concert, Jimin always shared a different story. He told me how he overcame his fear, how he fought doubt, and how he always thought of the ARMY even when he was in the quietest place. Jungkook, who witnessed Jimin's struggle up close, was quietly present in the audience several times, giving support without saying much. During one of the concerts in New York, Jimin publicly thanked Jungkook, "If I can stand here today, it's also because of you. Thank you for not letting me walk alone." Every city he visited left a deep memory. Many of the ARMY were crying with happiness, not believing that they could finally see Jimin in person again. In every concert, Jimin always insists that he will not stop. He wanted to keep walking, keep singing, keep dancing, as if he were chasing the time he had lost. The more surprising fact is, in this tour, Jimin did not bring much dancer or magnificent visual effects. He chose to present a simpler, more intimate concept. He wanted to be closer to the army, wanted every word he sang to feel directly touch their hearts. He wanted the army to know that he was fully present, without walls, without distance. All BTS members fully support Jimin's journey. RM even attended the Paris concert and wrote on his Instagram, "Jimin is not just back, he is flying." Jin, who had finished his service by then, following his attendance at the final concert in Seoul, hugged Jimin on stage while whispering, "I'm proud of you." J-Hope and Suga, who are also busy with their respective projects, always send messages of support openly. They knew Jimin had chosen his path with a round heart. At the end of the tour, Jimin stood on the final stage with a deep gaze. He stared at the sea of army, holding back the tears that were about to fall. He knew the journey wasn't over. But that night, he felt whole. He felt that he had rediscovered the part that had been lost from within him. "I know it's too soon. I knew I was supposed to rest. But I choose to be here with you. Because during this time, you also never rest waiting for me." It was the perfect ending to a world tour that was not only a musical journey, but also a journey of the heart. Jimin proves that when love is so great, there is no time he wants to waste. ARMY also knew, although his body was tired, Jimin's heart was full. It won't stop. He will keep walking, keep singing, keep dancing, until all the longing is paid off. And that night, when the stage lights slowly went out, everyone knew that Jimin's journey was just beginning. Without pause, without hesitation, and without wanting to stop, the night slowly ended. But the echo of Jimin's voice still hung in the air, imprinting in the memory of everyone present. Even when the stage was empty and the army began to leave the stadium with slow steps, as if they were reluctant to let the moment pass by, the feeling that Jimin left behind still felt warm, still felt real. His world tour is not just a series of concerts. It is not just a schedule that must be fulfilled, but a personal mission. A journey in which he reunites the pieces of himself that had been scattered. The days after the final concert were a time of reflection. Jimin, who usually prefers not to appear in the media too often after concerts, shared his story with ARMY this time. He held a live stream in the middle of the night, answered questions casually, told small stories that he had kept for himself. He laughs, he recalls, and he honestly reveals that there are days when he wakes up with such a tired body, but the urge to step onto the stage was always far greater than the tiredness he felt. Jimin even revealed that during world tours, he often carries a small journal. In it, he wrote down the feelings every night after the concert was over. Apparently, he wrote how much gratitude and love he felt for the army and his colleagues. In a page that he briefly showed in a live broadcast, written in his small handwriting, "You guys are the reason I want to keep singing. I don't want to lose a second with you." It made many ARMY shed tears again, feeling how sincere Jimin's heart was, how truly he appreciated every meeting he was given time for. Jimin never wanted to look perfect. It wants to look real. He wanted the army to know that he was a human being who could be afraid, could be tired, but still chose to keep going because the love he received was too great to be wasted. Jungkook, who has always been a figure who secretly guards from a distance, one day wrote on Weverse, "I'm proud of you, Hyung. You have done this journey wonderfully. I'm glad you didn't wait for the right time because it turns out the right time is when you decide for yourself." The words again made the army touched because they know very well that Jimin and Jungkook's relationship is one of the most sincere among the members. They share many fears, many secrets, many dreams that are often not revealed to the world. During the tour, it turned out that Jimin and Jungkook remained connected. They often make video calls before the concert starts,